Kol Yachol in Hebrew has two meanings, able to call, but also able to do anything. Kol Yachol is an Israeli call center and outsourcing service that employs disabled adults, possibly the first of its kind in the world. Founder Gil Winch discovered that his workers' disabilities themselves are not the obstacle to productivity.
Everybody thought that the huge trial and the biggest difficulty would be the disabilities, and it's not. The people are used to their disabilities. The biggest problem is when society shuns you and hasn't given you a place for the past 20 years, it does amazing things to your sense of self-worth and your self-esteem and self-confidence.
Its center in Rishon LeZion employs 180 disabled people, including about 30 Arab Israelis. Dr. Winch, a psychologist, knew he had to work with disabled people differently than most employers.
In Israel, most managers have learned their stuff from the army. That's, if it doesn't work, you can scream just a bit louder, it'll work better. And that doesn't really work here.
In his research, Dr. Winch found that successful disabled people got strong support from their parents, and he applied this model to Kol Yachol.
The whole trick, I think, is that we managed to bring the parental mode of management into the workplace. That's why you see an awful lot of hugging and touching and warmth, and you'll see two people talking, you really won't know which is the manager and which is the employee.
Kol Yachol's creed is a list of practices followed by all managers.
They all start off with parents and then managers. Parents are well advised to have at least once a week some fun with their kids. Fun, not maintenance, fun. Managers have to show us in their books where they're having fun once a week with their teams.
What kind of people work here?
The team leader here starts his day with, an example would be 4 people with mental disabilities, 3 people with cancer, 2 of them the cancer has come back, 3 blind people, 1 deaf person, people with a cerebral palsy.
Kol Yachol's ambitious bottom line is that its workers need to be as productive as non-disabled workers. Yajol, born with hydrocephalus or fluid in the brain, works in the back office section of Kol Yachol. Before he discovered Kol Yachol, he was fired from many jobs after only a month or 2, but he's been here for almost 3 years.
If you need to sell 10 sales per day, if it takes me 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, it doesn't matter. The thing is that you get there, and they're gonna help you to get there, no matter what.
Kobe, who has very limited vision, does customer service and tech support for the cell phone company Pelephone. Because of a software called Zoom Text, he's blossomed at Kol Yachol.
I'm 8 years in computers and telephones, so that's me. And I really like helping people.
Kol Yachol, which makes profits comparable to call centers employing the non-disabled, plans to start new centers in both Tel Aviv and Jerusalem later this year. And executives from Switzerland, Germany, the U.S., and elsewhere have visited the center. It's clear that Dr. Winch has visions to share his successes as widely as possible.
Eventually we want to be all over, because you have 80–90% unemployment with the severely disabled everywhere. And to get them back into the workplace without paying any really price for it, it's one of the most amazing things you can do and feel good about yourself, but it's also so important as a society to get everybody used to seeing disabled people in the workplace.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
Find out about other exciting stories at Israel21c.org.